Think about this. Wouldn't it behoove the opposition if not only they could take out the pillars, but then divide what's remaining? Because, like it or not, we're in a two-party system. We have a lot of third and fourth and fifth parties, and they're legitimate, but we are in a system that has two major parties, and if you do the math, when one is intact and united, i.e. the left, and the other is divided and conquered, who's going to win? The left. With that in mind, we must focus on the prize for freedom. Let's make sure we use tonight's debate to further advance the conservative cause and not become tools in the hands of the opposition and allow ourselves to become divided. Conservatives have been in a defensive position for way too long, but tonight is different. This room is proof that we have gotten on the offense. Let's seize the opportunity before us and take it back. Candidates, it's kind of like a marathon. Y'all are running in a race, and you need to focus on that finish line. I would ask you to focus on your own strengths, emerge as the leader that you are, and we'll decide. And we don't want to hear about the dirt on the other guys. We want to hear about what you're going to do for freedom and our Constitution and for us. So, I'm not a runner. I don't run in marathons, but my guess is if I'm running in my lane and I'm looking around at my opponents, I'm going to slow down, and my opponent might just gain on me. So that's all I ask. Now I'm going to turn to everybody else. For us, it's like a football game, and we're in the Super Bowl. And the winning team determines what happens to freedom. Freedom hasn't been doing so well. The left has been scoring a lot of field goals and touchdowns. It's not looking so good. The right hasn't had its act together. But when the Pearl Harbor of elections hit in 2008, we woke up. We, the people, knew we had to get in the game. We got on the field, and it was 4th and long. Our defensive line has had to learn new plays. But look at us now. This room proves that we're on the offense, and it's going to take all of us working towards the same goal to win the game. With football in mind, let's think about our candidates. We have excellent candidates over here. I've met almost all of them. And I know some of them may or may not embrace every issue that you embrace, or they may not embrace it exactly the way you want them to. But I guarantee you this, and Lana already mentioned it, every candidate over here loves freedom. Listen to them answer the tough questions. Decide for yourself which candidate will best defend our Constitution and our liberty. Then get behind that candidate, commit to the caucus, and do everything that you ethically can to get him or her on the ballot. We're not all going to pick the same one. After the primary, only one from each race will be on the ballot. And then some of you may be tempted to walk off the game field and say, forget it. My candidate didn't make it on the ballot. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. I'm not voting in November. But I'm going to challenge you. Don't do that. That would be playing into the hands of the left and delivering freedom a crushing blow. Once freedom is lost, as John Adams said, I believe that's who Lana quoted, it may not be recoverable. This is no time in history to be messing around. Keep your eyes on the ball and keep your eyes on the prize for freedom. We got to face it, we're always voting for imperfect people. As good as these candidates are, they aren't perfect. So vote in November, and if you're still not happy with the outcome, I'm going to challenge you personally, get yourself on the ballot next election season, because that's what this republic is all about we the people, taking back our government. But don't sacrifice freedom. It's too fragile to let it fall right now. Election day is not the end of the game, Whomever we elect must be held accountable long after that. This is our duty as citizens of this republic. Part of the reason we're in this mess is because we haven't held our elected officials accountable. Tonight, you're getting involved. Stay involved and don't give up. In time, we'll get both our lawmakers and our laws back to the founding principles we hold so dear. It's 4th and 1. There are no timeouts left. We've got to stay a team. Get in the game and play tenaciously until the end. If we do this, freedom will prevail, and we'll have many seasons left in which we, the people, can play. Don't let anything or anyone get in the way of our avalanche. Are you ready with me to continue this avalanche? That was a lot better. Keep your eyes on the ball, and let's win the prize for freedom. Thank you.